Hey, everybody, and welcome to Warriors World. This is your first time. Welcome. If not, I'm so glad you decided to join me again. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm super, super nervous. I'm still learning this platform. I kind of know what I'm doing, but I kind of don't know what I'm doing. So, y'all work with me today, and I promise I think this will be a pretty good time together. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the room. Hey, Robin, Auntie Robin. Um, my Pride co-parenting. Hello, Fifi. Hi, Fun Vibes. Listen, I'm trying not to be nervous, Fun Vibes, but this is just the type of energy I am when I am new to something and trying something out. I'm just super nervous, but I think we're gonna have a good time today. I have dropped the link, so if anybody wants to come up and join the conversation with me, you're more than welcome to come in and join. If not, I will sit here and I will talk and run down the list of things that I got. But listen, I hope today everybody is having a good day. We have one more day left in the year tomorrow, and I'm super excited. This year has been a pretty good year. I've learned a lot, I've experienced a lot, I've had a few losses. Hey, Auntie Alvina, thank you for joining in. I love you. Y'all hit that like button for me and comment as you're coming in the room. I would so appreciate it. But this year, I'm super glad to have made it through this year, and I'm excited. Uh oh. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, I'm so glad that I've made it through this year. It's been good. It's been fun. Hey, Nadi. How are you doing? I'm so glad you joined me in the room today. Listen, like I told everybody, I did drop the link so y'all can come on in. And hey, Auntie Robin.
Hey, Voyeur, my dear.
How you doing? You having a good day today?
I am now looking at you, your smiling face. I'm excited to join you. It was not my plan, but the best things that can happen spontaneously. And I'm here for you, whatever you need. I got your back.
I love you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you dropped in with me today. I just decided to just do this kind of off a whim. I'm a type of person, if I'm going to try something new, I just go for it and see what happens. So we just here going for it and we're going to see what happens.
Mhm.
But I got the live up. We got it going and people are coming in the room. Hey, Nadi.
Hey everybody, good
Yes.
afternoon.
Christopher, my twin. Hi, my twin. Listen, I got so many friends and family that are dropping in the room. I want to say thank you guys for coming in.
You
And
know
to
we
my
got you.
For
family, thank you
sure.
for coming in. I love y'all.
I'm
Yes.
working. I'm gonna be popping in and out, but I'm here,
That's
okay?
okay. Listen, you here, so I appreciate it. So, Robin, have you had a good day so far? Are you ready for this last day tomorrow of the year? Uh-oh. Did I lose Auntie Robin?
Hey Auntie Robin.
Okay. Well, Nadi, how about you? How's your last day of the year going? Is
Can
it
I tell you, Royer, I'm excited about next year.
me too?
Okay. I'm excited for a fresh start. I'm excited for my business and everything. Like I just have so many things that I want to accomplish next year, so I'm looking forward to like growing my brand and everything. So I'm so excited. But most of all, and I just did my first short, I need you and Diva to
Okay, I'm
get
gonna go
some
check
tips
it out.
and
As
tricks.
soon as we get off the live, I'm gonna go check it out. You know what? Honestly, I need to go and turn on everybody's notifications. So I had them on and my phone reset and I can't get my stuff back right. So I'm gonna go back in and fix that. But yes, I'm gonna go check that out as soon as I get off here.
So I'm excited to grow my brand, and most of all, I'm going into 2023 preserving my energy, protecting my energy. I think that's important, and making sure I surround myself with the right people and a solid support system, because YouTubing is a lot. You need a good support system behind you. And I know, like, I had to learn to just block everything out when I'm in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Um just so I could focus and I don't feel like I'm being torn by different opinions and things like that. So most of all, I'm looking forward to going into 2023, protecting my energy, preserving my energy, um,
Yeah.
for the right causes, and making sure I'm building relationships with intention.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's so. Oh my God, that's so funny you said that. That is one of my goals this year is to build intentional relationships. So to really network and get around, and then really start building intentional relationships, because I just like I am ready to honestly, Nadi, I feel like 2023 is for me. Like that is
Mhm.
like I just feel it in my soul and in my spirit. And that's what I want. I want 2023 to be progressive. I want it to be like I was telling some friends the other week, if you're not doing better than me or on the same level as me, you got to drop off, baby. I'm sorry. I love you, but you got to go,
Ooh.
because I need to be elevated. And the type of elevation that I have, you got to do better than me or be on my level. So, Nadi,
We go
I am.
evenly, like evenly yoked.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because if you have people who are not, in my opinion, if you have people who are not doing what you're doing or better, it's going to hold you back. It's going to pull you down. And I
Mm.
have nothing holding me back or taking me down into 2023. Okay. So,
Yes.
Yeah, but Roya, you gotta leave just a teeny piece for that one person or two people who just might need you that you can, reach back because it's
Mm.
all about paying it forward.
that's
Mm.
right.
Absolutely.
Now that I
I
just
agree, Auntie Robin. I
correcting you in that, Auntie
agree.
Robin, because yes, I do want to always pull someone forward. And for those of you in the chat, y'all always remember to pull your brother and sister behind you, help them, give them that leg up. But in my personal opinion, just make sure that they are doing that work and they're showing that effort, that they want to come, they want to push, and they just need that little to push them. So I love it, y'all. Yes, I'm super
I
excited.
just got some food for thought for you, because
Yeah.
me and my girlfriend, we were just having a conversation. You know how we both have like really good, healthy relationships, like in our partners. And we went through so much in the dating realm. We went through it together. It was like, oh, I could do a book about dating over 40. It's crazy. But this idea of going 50-50 with your partner, like it has been like roaming in my head. Like, how do I really process this? And ultimately, I came up with, no, I want a partner that's going to go 100-100. If 50-50 is not enough for me anymore. It
No.
is not enough for me. I want my
Mm-mm.
partner to go, if I do 100%, because that's what I'm going to give, I want you to give 100 too. And so
Yes.
that's how I'm basing like my relationships off it. Are you giving that same 100% energy like I am? Are you matching my energy?
Ooh, Nani, this a whole live in itself, child. Don't get me off topic, 'cause you know I will go in with you.
I'm not going to go off the track too far.
Listen, okay,
Food
listen.
for thought.
This is yes, I love that. So, Auntie Robin, are you ready for this last day of the year tomorrow? How's this year been going? Are you excited for next year?
I'm excited for next year because what I know is that like you, it's onward and upward, and it's
Mhm.
everything has got to get better, and that's my intention for the new year. Is just to have just like I want tomorrow to be better than today. I a
Yes.
million percent want next year to be better than this year, not just for me, but for everybody.
Yes, I know that's right. That y'all see, this is why we were meant to connect. I just love the relationships that I have built. First of all, everybody who doesn't know, this is Naughty Love and this is Auntie Robin. I met each of these beautiful, lovely, strong, excellent ladies over at my Auntie Diva Gray Hair, no, Chronicles of the Gray Haired Diva channel. And if somebody can drop her name in the chat, I would so appreciate that. Y'all go follow my Auntie Diva. She is amazing. She is like my YouTube mentor. She's been helping us all out, and I just so appreciate her. So, yes. But Auntie Robin, I'm super glad. I have had the same sentiments. Next year is going to be so much better than this year, and I'm super
Mhm.
excited. I'm glad that y'all are on the ride with me, and let's get it going, okay?
We're gonna get it
Exactly.
going.
And I'm a testament. Like, if you put in the work, it can happen.
Yes.
And if you're willing and you're open to constructive criticism and you're open to learning, the sky's the limit. It's nothing but success in your future. Because trust me, when I started this whole thing, I was like skeptical and I
Mhm.
had my down points, but I had a support system that pushed me, like, keep
That
going. Got it. You got it. I promise you, you got it.
Yes, I want to shout out what Pride Co-parenting said. How about give me your best, whatever that is. And that is all that I ask for from anybody that I deal with. Give
Hmm.
me your best and forget the rest, because we can't always do 100%. That should be our goal. But
Hmm.
if you can give me your best, I don't have nothing else to talk about. We
It,
good.
it's
But
the effort. The
it's
effort.
effort that counts. That is what counts. Yes. But let's get into today's subject, y'all. I'm super excited. I'm so glad that people are joining me in the room. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the support. Remember to like, everybody keep commenting and joining in the conversation. Today, I wanted to hop on, and earlier this week, I did a short asking what are your favorite hot topics of 2022 and new celebrity topics of 2022. And y'all gave me some topics, and we're going to talk. So, first, I want to start off with y'all. This one really took me aback. Like, I was not ready for this, and I'm still like, not. And I just can't believe that it's happened. So, Roe versus Wade.
Okay.
Now, June 24th of 2022, Roe versus Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court in a vote of 6-3. When I say y'all, I was shocked. Like, I was really, really shocked, because I'm still learning our Supreme Court system and all of our Supreme Court judges and where people sit and how they feel and blah, 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 blah. And I was just really shocked at the fact that um, some of the people that we have on our Supreme Court, they are in interracial relationships. They have children themselves. And I'm sure that they have been through things, that we don't know publicly, but privately, that has affected, their children, possibly with them possibly, needing Roe versus Wade to be in place if something ever happened. And the fact that it was overturned, most importantly, in my opinion, it affects our Black community, because in our community, so many things happen, especially when you are pregnant and you can't carry the child full term. That puts mom at risk of her own life. And so, what about? Can we not think about mom? Like, I understand that, every child is a gift from God, and I truly believe that. But I also believe that God gave us free will and a choice. And I believe that America, we stand on this free will choice, free country. But then when it
Mhm.
comes to our own decisions, you love to snatch stuff from up under our feet and not give us our rights. And it just really was just like, oh my gosh, like, what about what about us? What about what we feel? We're gonna allow 10 people to, or excuse me, 9 people to make a decision for a world of millions. Like, it makes no sense. And then, of course, Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Oklahoma were the main states to overturn it immediately on the 24th once it happened. So y'all give me your thoughts, give me your comments in the comment section, and let's have a conversation about this. Nadia, I'll let you go first.
So I'm so happy you brought this up. I actually did commentary on it too, because immediately when I heard it right here, I'm a mother of two girls.
Wow.
One woman and one
Wow.
about to be an adult.
Yeah.
And I immediately got scared for them because I firmly believe in a woman's choice. There is so many scenarios, as you mentioned, but child rearing in itself is dangerous.
Yes.
But the risk factors go up when it comes to our community, as we all know. All right. And I just believe there are certain circumstances where you should just have that choice. I mean, you know your lifestyle, you know what you can handle, you know what you're capable of. And I personally know people like within my family, they have been faced with a decision, and they had to make, it was the hardest choice. They did not make it easy, but it was the hardest choice for them. But they said, I just can't handle, I know I can't handle this. And it was a situation where, certain parts didn't form on the fetus, and it would have meant that she would have had to commit to caring for that child for the rest of their life, and she was already older. So I just believe there are certain circumstances. It's not to say that I don't take life seriously at all. Like, I mean, hopefully you're rearing children out of love. Ultimately, that's the ideal situation. But it's a serious decision. I feel like there's certain circumstances that warrants a choice, and who is our government to come in and just snatch that away from us?
Who are they? That's the perfect question. Who do you think you are to come in and take decisions from people you don't even know personally? You don't have a connection with. A lot of the people, in my opinion, in our government have no connection with the people lower down, who don't even operate in that realm. And to me, even though it is a race thing, it's more so about money and power because they don't even care about their own kind suffering behind the decision that they're making today. But Auntie Robin, you go ahead and jump in and let me know what you think.
Well, I'll say that I actually never believed that Roe v. Wade would be overturned prior to the Supreme Court, the current construct of the court. And I thought so for political reasons. And I say that because as long as the debate existed for that measure of the culture wars, everybody was going to win. The conservatives and Republicans would win their arguments, and on the left, the more progressive and liberals would also win because they had that argument. We were blindsided by the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Now, I personally believe that it's an artificially imposed social construct. My radical belief is that if you look at the browning of America, that is the biggest fear of some folks on the right. Statistics tell us that we will be a majority minority nation in a minute, very soon. To limit the right just to abortion, first and foremost, helps to guarantee that you will be able to increase the population that is non-white by taking that opportunity away. I think that there was not enough consideration given not only to the fact that there's so many restrictions by state on everything from if someone needs to terminate or wants to terminate or has to terminate, the length of time between a person's positive pregnancy affirmation and when they can have a procedure is a problem. The fact that there are places that don't allow for a procedure, even in the event of incest and the life of the mother, that's a problem. For me, one other thing that really drives me crazy is a lot of the folks, and we have to look at the social network. And like Nadi said, abortion is not something that people take lightly. It's a major decision. And the truth of the matter is, if you force someone, let's say because I can't afford to have another child, and I know that I just can't do it. I would love to have another baby, but I can't. Right. These people who are saying you have to have this baby, where are you after the child is born? Where's the social safety net? What's the availability of funds? That's a problem. And so I actually have been trying to figure out a way to counter, because, depending on what day it is, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, all these things. And I was trying to find a way to argue against the overturn of Roe v. Wade based on HIPAA. And finding a way that we can say, you know what, isn't that a personal medical issue? Really and so I'm hoping that
absolutely. Oh, good point.
That is a great point. That's a great point.
And I work in
Robin, before you finish, let me read this real quick. When you consider the history of our country and where we are, you have to understand pendulum has to swing before we can find true balance. Mm-hmm. So I agree with that.
And just to add on to that, and because Roe v. Wade was overturned and it was so unexpected, that's exactly why we were able to have the gay marriage was codified, because people like, oh, this could never happen. They'll never overturn Roe v. Wade. And see, what was also interesting to me about the law being passed is that, they say you come for one, then you just like slowly erode. So they started out with our voting rights, and then it's Roe v. Wade. I was like, I bet you Clarence Thomas is glad, because in that law it includes, interracial marriage.
Right.
Because we can put a jitty down on that. Getting political here. Calm down. But anyway.
I was doing my black-white. It was about the black-white thing too, yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's where I stand on that.
Those
are some of my thoughts.
Oh my gosh, Auntie Robin, and see, you always bring through with the facts. That's why I love you so much.
Oh,
that is so true. I didn't even think about it from that standpoint of our
privacy laws in healthcare.
Thank you. Yes, I didn't even think about that. Like that. Yeah. But you know what? Once they overturned that, I already knew. Even when that was in consideration, Roe versus Wade, I knew they were already coming for gay marriages. I knew they were coming for Jim Crow eventually. I knew they were coming for interracial. They were going to take their time and slowly get towards each of these things, which is why I love. And if you haven't seen my video, go check it out on my page. I love the fact that President Biden took the time out of his administration to really put in that Protect Marriage Act to protect our LGBT, to protect our interracial marriages, and to make sure that we have the same rights as everyone else across the board. So, President Biden, thank you for doing that.
I got what, Royer?
Like you need.
My favorite thing that I've ever heard Whoopi Goldberg, of all people, say is, for anybody who doesn't believe in gay marriage, don't marry somebody gay. If you don't believe in abortion, don't have an abortion. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
All the time.
My darling, lovely Curves. I'm so glad.
Hello, Royer. I'm so pleased to be here for your very first live. All in Royer's world. Everybody smash the buttons. Hit the bell. Make sure you click all so you can know when he comes on all the time.
Hit the share button. Let everybody know I'm live.
Yes.
Let everybody know my friends are live. Curves has a channel. Curves, if you can type your channel in the chat, that way I can put it
right on.
Go follow. Naughty has a channel as well. Sorry, Naughty.
It's all good.
Naughty has a channel. So Naughty, put your channel in the chat as well. That way people can go check out you guys' page as well. And then Auntie Robin, she's always on Auntie Diva's channel. She's here with me. I'm pretty sure. Have you been on Curves and Naughty's channel?
Yeah, she was on last night.
I haven't been on Naughty.
Yes.
I'm a support queen. I'm supporting trivia queen.
I just wanted to be sure if I just be talking out my mouth. So but yes, y'all put y'all pages in the comments, and that way I can put them up. That way people can go check you guys out. But Kurt,
thank you.
No problem. What is your opinion, on this Roe versus Wade being overturned?
I feel like they should have codified it a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But without it being codified, they should have known something like this was going to happen. I personally feel like it's about the genetic annihilation threat from melanin taking over the planet. And so they needed non-melanated people to have more babies. And so they were trying to overturn that as a way to help them have more babies. But then also statistics say that we use their services much more. But I don't think that they care about us doing that. I feel like they really cared about other people doing that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I hope one day,
What services more? What are you speaking of?
Terminations of pregnancies.
I don't know that that's statistically
see,
supported.
They just say that. I don't feel like it's true. I don't feel like it's true, but I know that it's said a lot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And just like, I agree with Whoopi. If you don't want it, don't get it. I feel like HIPAA, that was my first thought, was HIPAA. My first thought was, how is the state going to get all of my medical records?
Crossed my mind. I did not think about that, but that makes so much more sense now that you say that, or Robin and you say it.
Yeah.
And I also want to add, what about our 14th Amendment right? Doesn't it fall under that too?
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
that's
I'm
how
gonna
Maybe
make
they
sure
that's
about my
that's what they
Constitution.
used a lot. They used that 14th Amendment in the women's rights movement, the gays' rights movement. That's what they used to implement those rights and protections for themselves. They all use that 14th Amendment.
Yeah, wow. It's crazy, and I just hope that we can press forward as a community, as a society, and as a country to get the rights that we deserve back and to erase out trying to revert back to what used to be and how it used to be and what took
Mhm.
place. That doesn't matter anymore. The past
right,
is past, the present is the present, is the future is always going to be greater. So I want to, just take that there. And does
right.
anybody else have anything else?
I mean, it's like, what are they going to take us back to? Horses and buggies and dirt roads? Like, what are they? What's the end game on taking
Yeah,
us back?
I didn't
Like,
You know
sign up
what?
to be
do
All
I
we
need
have
honest
to
to
do is
either.
do I need to get a corset
you need
and
what
like
a lot.
some
I'm sorry.
medieval something? You know what I'm saying? Like, how far are we going?
Yeah, I was
Well,
just
you know what,
saying I didn't
curves,
sign up
curves.
to be
All
honest.
we as black people, all we have to do is go back to 1965, prior to the passage of the Voting Rights Act.
Mhm.
Because the truth of the matter is, and I say this every chance I get, because I want to, on the woke part of me, I want people to be very clear that in this country, black people were not fully American citizens legally until the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
Mm.
Before that, and this is just legally, not that it happens in practice, because we know that we still had all these other obstacles. But until we were all able to, by law, vote, we were not considered full citizens legally. And people don't realize how not long ago that was. So
Yeah, it
that's
was.
where they want to go. They whoever they is would win if we could just get to 1964.
Right.
That's
And
it.
that's like, that's deep that's around the same timeline as the Holocaust, right? So,
Yeah.
No,
The parallels of it all.
the Holocaust preceded it by a few decades. The Holocaust was World War II.
uh-huh.
World War II. Okay, well, I do not know. I do not know history
So
like that. So World
so
War,
that makes
No,
it
you're
that
right.
makes
World
it
War II was the Holocaust. Because my
yeah, I
grandfather,
know that. I'm saying what year it was. Was it 40,
it had
1930?
well, it's
I,
still, I'm just saying this around the same time. Like 20 years isn't a huge thing because they don't want us to forget the Holocaust, but they try at every stop to have us forget anything that could possibly bring us up. And
Exactly.
they're like, oh, the Holocaust was only 80 years ago. It's more recent than 400 years ago that you were a slave. But if the 1963 Voting Act is the thing that technically made us citizens, then that means our oppression is more current. You know what I mean?
that's how I was going
Yeah,
to say, Robin. I think it was like around 43. That's when the
I
World
just
War
googled
II
it.
was. Because my
1941 to
grandfather
45.
was a World War II veteran, and my
So
mom
20
Mhm,
was
years.
born in 46.
Thank you, best friend, for
mhm,
coming through with the information.
Yeah.
mhm.
So, oh, correct, 1933. So a good 30 years to the day
No, the
almost.
Holocaust was 41 to 45. So you're right.
And
It
that
was
was the
only 20
second
years.
one because everybody knows about the Holocaust that happened in Africa before that, when they had a true Holocaust with concentration camps in
Mm-hmm.
Africa
Mm-hmm.
and clear genocided. Like, what was the name of that tribe? Anyway, they
And
did
not
it
if you
before
live
that, but
in,
we never talk about that one.
I
I
was
was
gonna say,
looking
because
at the
now if you lived
14th
in New York
Amendment,
City,
Naughty. The 14th Amendment says it
it's
granted
about
citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States, including formerly enslaved people, and provided all citizens with equal
Mm-hmm.
protection under the laws extending the provisions of blah, blah, blah. So they use that, you're saying, to get these bills even passed?
Exactly. The gay marriage bill, the women's rights bill. So many believe it or not, on Netflix, Will Smith, he has a whole documentary based on the 14th Amendment, and he talked about all the movements that used the 14th Amendment to get the rights protected.
Mhm, yep. I seen a bit of that. I wanted to go back and watch it. I haven't finished it, but I did see a bit of that. Before
Yeah.
we move on too far, this is Curve's channel. So everybody in the room, Go follow Kurz' channel. I love my dearling, darling Kurz. And then this is my
And we're Heavenly's angels, and we love each other.
So the civil rights movement also used.
then after the live. So
And actually, I'm sorry. And actually, when you speak of the 14th Amendment,
so everybody go follow Nadi's channel. I love my Nadi love, and she did her first short today. So go.
You did?
Short. Yes, she did, and she's joining me, you, and Diva in our challenge for
for Shinquela.
Our Shinquela challenge and our short challenge. Yes.
Okay.
So y'all go check out Nadi's first short today, right after my live, and then follow her channel and follow Curves. Hit the notification bell. Hit all that way you see each and every time they post. Okay, y'all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Right on.
Love you.
I thought it was because I saw the show, The 13th Amendment. That was a huge thing, but I didn't see this 14th Amendment documentary.
With Will Smith. He hosted the whole thing, and he breaks it down from the civil rights movement up. He even touched on the Asian community using it to implement rights for themselves. That's according to that documentary. That's the key for us to fight. That using that 14th Amendment to get things overturned, injustices overturned.
Nice.
Shout out to Deborah Davis for coming in all the way from St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you for joining in. I hope you're liking what we're giving. Well, anything else on this topic before we move on, everyone?
I think great job. I love all the input. And Auntie Robin, as soon as you open your mouth, I'm like this.
Me too. Let me tell y'all something. I love Auntie Robin when you get in my comment section and not read me, but you read. Yes, Auntie Robin.
No, I love, and it Curves too. Like it's something about your voice that commands my attention. But I'm also eager to learn. I love to learn, you guys. That's why I love having conversations because I just thrive off of knowledge.
My grandmother said you're never too old to learn. The lady whose children taught her to write and who didn't get her driver's license until she was 65. Listen, wow. I love it. I love learning too.
Because I hear about people getting their driver's license, of that past generation, in their older years. That just blows my mind. But then I think back, y'all got to remember, I'm so young. So cars ain't always been around as long as I think they have.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
My grandmother never got a license.
How long do you guys think? You want to place a bet on how long it takes them to codify Roe v. Wade?
Another generation. It's not going to happen soon. I know anything about I had a life in politics, so it's going to be a long slog because they've been chipping away at it for a long time. The fact that we don't have the voices and votes on the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is really bought and paid for. We've learned that this decision, overturning Roe v. Wade, had been written long ago. It was shared by Justice Alito had written it. So it was just waiting to be served on a platter when they had the opportunity, which is why, speaking of the Supreme Court, I want to let y'all know I have this one opinion. I really loved having Barack Obama as our president.
Agreed.
However, the one and only mistake, the one mistake I fault him for is nominating Neil Gorsuch for the Supreme Court. I had said if that man had nominated a Black woman for the Supreme Court, no way in heck would there not have been a woman before Justice Ketanji Brown, because you cannot tell me with a year to go that the Republicans, that Mitch McConnell could come up with a good enough plan, fight, or diversion to keep from appointing a Black woman, voting for and appointing a Black woman to the court. That would have been more racist than anything that Donald Trump said about Ching Chow or China virus or anything. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
I also don't like that he let them.
We're gonna get off that subject because I love my Obama. I know.
No. That's the one thing.
Yeah,
I'm relating it to the Roe v. Wade. I'm staying on track, sweetie pie. I'm not gonna do you wrong.
Hey, Curves, I'm sorry.
I was just going to piggyback off of Robin. I agree that that was one of the things, but the second of the thing on the same thing is that he decided to let them place a judge when he had every right to, and he trusted that they were going to take their part of the bargain during the next time around, and they didn't, and they ended up getting to place how many judges?
4,
like
but
3 or 4, right?
Any control. He didn't have any control over that. They just the Democrats play by the rules too much, and they don't play hardball enough. And also, my homegirl, my fellow alum, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, should resign during that administration as well to guarantee that we would have the opportunity. I'm done. I'm sorry, Royer. Royer, go ahead and tell me if I want to start stuff. Get my own daggone channel.
I mean, you might as well.
Everybody joining in on the conversation, y'all. I really did not expect this to go this way, so this is going really great. So y'all just keep on doing what you're doing, because I'm just behind the scenes trying to figure out everything. Okay. Listen, I want to give a shout out. This is who I was talking about, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Thank you, Diva. We love you.
We are all part of the Gray tribe.
We are. This is the Gray Train.
We are.
This is the Gray Train. We here. We are here. Yes. Okay. Did we mean Merrick?
I did.
Okay.
Merrick Garland. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Fifi.
Thank you, Keisha. And that was okay. Alrighty. So now we're gonna move into our next topic. And this gave me joy in my soul, because I knew God was in control when this happened. So, R. Kelly's conviction.
Hallelujah! Praise the Lord.
That was this year?
So he actually got his sentencing this year, but the conviction actually happened in 2020 of September. So, as we know, Robert Kelly, as we know him, was found guilty on 8 counts of sex trafficking and racketeering, and that was 1 count of racketeering in the state of New York. On June the 29th of 2022, Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Now, there are still several cases that he still needs to get to go through. And I'm going to take the same sentiments as Auntie Diva. Stop wasting the taxpayers' money. This man already got 30 years. He's what, 40-something? What's the likelihood that he's going to actually make it through these next 30 years without something happening to him in jail or something happening personally, mentally, emotionally? Who knows? Stop wasting.
One of those STIs eating him up and eating him alive the way he did these young children all these years.
Listen, stop wasting the taxpayers' money. Stop wasting our taxpayers' time. Stop wasting our court system's time. Keep yourself in jail and go on about your business. This has been going on since the early 1990s. And we're just now getting a conviction. I'm super glad about the conviction. But honestly, y'all, this should have been happened. And let me tell you, when I seen that Surviving R. Kelly documentary,
I was convinced. I was sure.
I was literally like flatlined for a few days, because I could not believe that for 20 years we allowed this to go on, win cases, knowing that, this was not right. Whether or not he did what they said he did or not back then, he should have been in jail. You married someone underage. You were messing with underage young ladies. You allowed people around you to continue the foolishness. And personally, I don't think he needs to be in there by himself. Each and every individual that knew about this, had something to do with it and help, they need to be locked up with him as well. But I'll let y'all jump in and give y'all opinion. I do want to say that he was also fined $140,000 in fines to the state of New York due to the crime as well. But Curves, I'll let you start off first.
Okay, I was shaking my head no at the thought of fines. Like, why is he paying the state for hurting these kids? He needs to be paying the kids for hurting
family. Now that part.
That's all this restitution to the state. please. That's just some fugazi. They need to be paying these victims and the victims' families for counseling, for whatever they're about to have to go through based off of what they found this man guilty off of. And they should not get a cent. As a matter of fact, you know what they can use the money for is to repay the taxpayers for having to put up with this BS.
Come on,
That's
man.
what they can put the money to. You know what I'm saying? But to actually just pay the state back, it sounds like a fugazi and a money grab. I'm glad he got found guilty. I agree that just like with Steven Tyler, if he talked somebody into signing over guardianship so a minor could cross state lines with him easier, then that parent needs to be found guilty for selling their child. We are not in 1815 where you walking down the street and need some corn and like, here, take my daughter for some corn. It's not happening like that no more. So these people need to be held accountable by all means. He didn't get these little girls by himself. These parents were complicit. The guardians were complicit in these kids getting over there, and they need to have their day in court. And it should have been a dual trial because one shouldn't have went down without the other, period, in my opinion. And as far as whatever diseases he may or may not have, all I can say is we need to pray for even the enemies. Because therefore, but the grace of God go any of us. And we all need to make good decisions. Keep your hands off kids, keep your hands off old people, and try to do the right thing. That's period.
Period, Pooh. Okay, you said that. Nadi, can we have your thoughts, please? Actually, so this is Nadi's topic. She commented this topic. I was like, yes, I'm super yes, because yes. So Nadi, let us know.
You know, I grew up in that era. I seen this all go down from when the tape was out. It was bootleg R. Kelly tapes everywhere, all over New Jersey. Okay, and I felt like the city of Chicago failed Aaliyah. Period. He's been playing in our face for so many years, and I'm so happy he is behind bars where he needs to be. Because he knew what he was doing was wrong.
Yes.
He knew what he was doing was wrong. And he got worse through the years because he was like a monster being fed, right? And I remember when Survivor R. Kelly came out, they had him on his tour bus gloating like, why y'all coming for me now? I'm a B.I. And now you on the prison phone trying to clear up allegations about this fake baby. We all knew you ain't impregnate. Okay, we don't care, R. Kelly. And shame on the people giving him a platform to still speak on.
Continually to give him a platform after 20 plus years of all this foolishness, and we continue to put out music and give interviews and do.
Ain't that much R. Kelly in the world. And you know what? Quite frankly, I'm happy you're behind bars. R. Kelly, you stink, okay? You stink. You don't like the babe, nothing. And like, that just goes to show, like, these women did not value themselves. Like, because if I could smell you, you're not going to touch me.
But you know what, Nadi? And I love that you said that. I think that some of us as human beings, sometimes when we get around that celebrity status, we just lose our complete minds and we fall for any and everything that comes out. And that is one thing that I really want us to work on in 2023 is really allowing our minds to be used for ourselves. Stop allowing other people to take advantage of your mind and allow other people to think for you and make decisions for you, and just completely you losing your mind because you see something you like. We gotta cut it out. Like
exactly. And people, you need to know brainwashing is a major disease in this country. They thrive off brainwashing techniques, and they use these same tactics in Hollywood to lure you in.
Privileges, cut them off. Cut the cord.
So I'm excited that R. Kelly is in prison. Okay.
I'm glad that it is for a time frame that will allow him to sit and think about what you've done, but also not allowed to come back in these streets, hopefully, and make those same decisions that you made the first time. And and I do believe in everybody having a second, third, and fourth chance.
Unfortunately,
That up to God to make that decision, because my decision is final. I'm done with you. So
I'm done with you too, but Royer, unfortunately, he's still up to his old tricks. He on the jail phone singing to these young girls and everything. He don't, he just feels. I think R. Kelly feel bad. He just got caught once and for all. That's all he felt bad about. Because if he got let out, he'll be doing the same thing. He's done it all. That's all he knows.
Anything wrong with what he did.
That part.
That part. Yeah.
And I think the industry has a lot to do with that. They have protected and fueled his sickness for years, as they do other predators. Okay, and then that's what I'm looking forward to in 23. All the predators coming out. Come on, Trey Songz. Come on. You got some explaining to do. Come on, Jay-Z. You got some explaining to do too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, Auntie Robin, please.
Yes.
Your feelings on this tumultuous but joyous topic.
Well, I would like to first address the issue of the money and the expenditure of going to trial additionally. Mm-hmm. The truth of the matter is, it is important, as much as this is an expense, it's important to adjudicate these cases for the victims and to be a matter of public record. Because we could, sometimes, that's that kind of, I hate this word, the closure that we need sometimes when things happen to us. Yeah. But, we know that this happened, but it needs to be adjudicated for those two reasons. Now, Curves asked a question, which I have an interest in, about when restitution is an issue and where the money goes. Now, I'm not sure, but I will look it up and see if the restitution that's paid to the court, restitution paid to the court goes towards court costs, because I know that I had a case and restitution had to be paid to me directly by the perpetrator. So that's a question. I think that might be where that money goes. Now, Nadi said something about protecting the predators. And I'm very clear about one thing: where there are misdeeds, I think that we all operate in different bubbles. So we kind of know stuff that's going on, but we don't always talk about it. So, for example, after the whole Cosby thing came out, you hear the little rumblings. Oh, so-and-so said this. We heard that. People know in the different enclaves what's happening. And those are the protectors. People who are afraid maybe to lose their coin or their bag or their check. They're the ones, because, they want to just continue to get paid. I told you, I live in New York City. I worked in politics for a long time, and I can tell you about who had an affair with whom, and all that kind of stuff, because I was in that circle. Was I telling the story? Nope, because it wasn't none of my business, but I knew about it, and I didn't know of anyone getting, harmed physically. But when you're in different circles, and just like you can look at your friend group, Royer, and y'all know what's happening within your group, everybody else doesn't know, whether it's a good deed or a bad deed. We all know. And so I think that the protectors of the predators will only be exposed when somebody in the group decides, I'm going to do the right thing. Not only do the right thing, but I'm going to do what's right.
And unfortunately, within politics and the industry, it's usually that person's back has to be against the wall and about to be exposed for something they did. And then all of a sudden they have all these secrets to reveal. Mm-hmm. Pandora's box opens.
Pandora's box open. And you know what, you guys? That is honestly what I feel like has been happening these past 2, 3, 4 years. Pandora's box is releasing some major stuff. And I feel like that 2023 is going to release even more for the betterment of victims, in my opinion. And I'm looking out for that, because there are a lot of victims who have yet to see their justice be served. And that is my hope for 2023, especially since I'm thinking about it. Shaquilla Robinson, I want justice. in 2023, not just for Shaquilla, but for her family and our community here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't think people realizes until it hits home how heartbreaking,
Mhm.
how um
Affected you are by it.
just mind blown. Like literally, I'm mind blown, and I can't even put into words my feelings because it just makes me think, y'all. This so easily could have been me. This easily at any day could have been me. This easily at any day could have been my brother. We're only in our. He's 22. I'm 27. You know, easily could have been us. You know, but grace and mercy covered, and I do believe that grace and mercy covered her as well, because I would like to believe in those last moments that, and in everyone's last moments, I like to believe that you're not alone, that present, that gift of whatever you believe in is there with you to carry you over into that next. But justice for Shanquilla Robinson in 2023, because it doesn't look like we're gonna get it in 2022, but I'm demanding for it in 2023. And I want you guys to go check out my video. For those of you who haven't, I did a video on Shanquilla Robinson, and I put in the email for our local news station here, and I have it in my journal real quick. If I could just shout it out real quick, I want you guys to email publicfile@wbtv.com and send them an email. Let them know that we want to hear about this story. We want to keep this conversation going until justice for Shanquilla Robinson is served. Justice for her family, justice for her, and justice here in Charlotte. So I just wanted to shout that out real quick because that is something that I for sure will be praying to see in 2023 and expecting to see in 2023. And yes, Auntie Diva, it happens to adults as well. So
I thank God for my good core friend group. I've been blessed enough to have friends that I've been friends with 30 plus years. Never once did I have a feeling that they would jump on me like that.
Shame.
Like we would leave each other alone before we would even go there. Like it that video kind of shakes my spirit.
Yeah, it definitely does. It my spirit, and it just I just don't have words. I really don't have words. I struggled doing that video when I made that video, y'all, because I'm still in disbelief that people had the right mind to go out of the country, and I don't even think their intention was to cute or to off her, but the fact that you went over with ill intentions, something negative happened, and then you came back and played in her parents' face like, oh, but
I just it's just I feel so bad for her parents and her family, because that's the last thing you think would happen as a result of a vacation. But the wheels of justice are just so slow when it comes to our melanated people. Okay, let's say it like that. Because I remember when Natalie Holloway, that whole situation was going on, we couldn't get enough of that story. Okay, even they did a 20-year special on Oxygen for a whole series based upon like conspiracy theories, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So like, where's the coverage? Where's the pressure?
But that's okay. It's coming back, Naughty, in 2023 because we're gonna make it happen.
That's right.
It's just the four of us, me, you, Diva, and Curves. We're gonna make it. I'm believing. I'm standing on it, and I'm speaking it into an existence. 2023. Each and every one of those individuals who were there will serve some kind of justice for Shanquilla Robinson, for her family, and for our community.
And Mexico is banned on my travel list, guys.
Oh, me too.
I'm not going to Mexico. How y'all gonna let them out the country like that? The negligence on the doctor's part, the negligence on the authority part. I just want to leave it there, okay? But no Mexico for me.
Me either. I'm with you there, Naughty. But I want to wrap it up here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So the next topic, real quick. Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I don't have nothing to say but boring, boring, boring at its best. This was the worst season that they have ever produced. This was the worst cast that they have ever had. And I have my feelings about Nene, but at this point, hell, bring her back. Put her on the cast. And if you're going to bring Nene, you might as well bring Phaedra and Portia back too. And hell, we might as well throw Kim and Claudia and everybody else in there. Since we throwing all the randoms on here anyways, hell, just throw it up and make it whatever it's gonna be. Because at this point, it's just been a hot ass mess, and it will continue to be a hot ass mess. Nadi, what's your thoughts on this subject?
Yeah, boo. Last season was boo.
Boo, boo, boo. Like the worst. I'm just like, who are these people? And what did they think that they were producing? A hot ass mess.
At least with Portia, I could look forward to some bubbly dingy, something
Something.
dingy that's gonna make me laugh.
Portia, Phaedra, and Nene. You can always look forward to something hilarious, fun, gonna happen where they're on camera.
And I definitely miss Phaedra's facial expressions. I do.
Where you think I get them from, baby? I've been watching Phaedra for so long. I just be like, yeah, Shady Faye Faye. Curve, what is your thoughts on the Real Housewives of Atlanta 2022?
That's it. I don't have nothing for you, Rory.
And the person that said that they wanted to talk about this when they did it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna write it down. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say about it, but
yeah. You guys already know where I stand with the Nene thing. I don't want to bring that all over here because I have my own channel to discuss that on. So I don't have to get dragged by the people no more when I say that Nene needs to come back and she didn't do nothing wrong and blah. I got my own channel, so I don't need to come over here and spread my stuff so I can get some Nene hate over here. And I do have another safe space to go. So as far as this season though, I'm like, what? I didn't even watch. It was
no curse. I agree with you. I miss Nene. I wish Nene would come back.
Yeah, I don't think they deserve her, but at this point, I wish she would come back.
I love your passion about Nene when we were talking the other night on Auntie Diva's channel. And I really understood what you were saying. And you did sway me to bring her back. You really did.
Really?
And you did. I know that you really didn't get to say,
look.
I know, right? It was so weird.
She did.
But what you did say, it swayed me. And it was only because I went back and watched the replay. And when E said that you swayed me the same way that you swayed E. And so, I want Nene back. And I just want Nene. This is the only difference that I want her to come back. I want Nene to come back. And before you open your mouth and say stuff, just think about it. Just think. Because you already know they're going to use whatever they can to throw it back in your face and make you look like the bad guy. So still come and throw us the shade and give us the whole shade tree. But just think about, what you're saying and how you're saying it before you just run out and say it. But we love Nene Leakes over here. Ain't no Nene hate. And
no Nene hate.
Over here and talk about Nene anytime you want to, okay?
No Nene hate. Look, I just have curse. I have my perspective on her on different areas of the show. And, sometimes I kind of felt like Nene would dish it out and can't take it back. But I do miss her on the show, okay? Like, she's a personality, all right? There's no other like her. So the show definitely needs her. I just don't like her ego.
Look what Diva wrote.
I know.
She was not swayed. I do miss her on the show, but Nene ego got the best of her at times. You have to acknowledge that just a little bit.
Just a little, but everybody on the cast, their ego got the best of them at some point in time. Everybody on the cast. I just think because Nene was such on the forefront of Real Housewives of Atlanta, she got all of the brunt of everything that she did versus everybody else. But everybody got a little taste of what they did, and unfortunately, some got left behind for what they did. So Nene can be Nene, and
And
I
we
love
love
it. Yes,
it.
I do. And
Yes.
yes, Fifi, this is a space zone, a safe space. Everybody can do whatever they want. And as long as it's respectful, loving, and positive. That's what we're here for. Respect, love, positive, a good laugh, and a little mess every now and then.
Yeah.
He
Right
did
on.
it.
Auntie Robin, Real House
Yeah.
of Atlanta. What you got? What you got? What you got?
I got three things for you. Number one, based on what Naughty and Curve said, not watching it would have been just like watching it, which takes me to my always declaration is I don't watch it.
Mm.
And my third thing is I have not watched that show, and I always say it because I don't know how long ago it was when they had that baby shower when Ace was about to be born. That's the first baby she had with Todd. That's it.
Right.
I don't like the show. I found it to be on the forefront both of interesting reality TV and then Ratchet. Don't like it. Don't watch it. I still don't. I'm not swayed. I don't think Nene should go back only because she was an idiot to have sued NBC Universal at all. I will not be swayed, and I also will not be watching. And I will no longer comment. I will always pass the next time I'm asked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Ah.
Boo, next. Look.
And you can't make me watch it neither.
He said, it's my party and I cry over it. I'm not watching it.
That part. I did watch this past season. It was a struggle. Literally, every single episode was a struggle.
Did you have to get toothpicks to make your eyes stay open?
Baby, no, I
Struggle.
went to sleep through most of them, but so that's why I had to go back and watch them 2, 3, 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
It was bad. But you know what? Honestly, I think my biggest issue this year with the Real Housewives of Atlanta for me, I was excited to see Marlo, and I do not feel Marlo gave what needed to be gave. I feel like Marlo came on being a friend of the show, as she has been each and every season, and I wanted her to change it up. And I feel like she gave us some deep aspects of her life, but Marlo personally did not operate in those aspects. And I really didn't see any resolution from what she brought, this season to the show. And that was my biggest frustration. Candy, I can deal without. Kenya was a little more tolerable this season for me.
She actually seems things.
I've been able to tolerate Kenya and get through a whole season. Normally, I'm like, okay, dismiss this hoe, get her out of here. I'm done with her for the season. But I was able to get through her. Sonia, no new season.
Sonia who?
Is it Sonia? Sanya? Sanya?
Sonia who?
That part.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Drew,
Who?
I want you to leave your husband. I want you to get off Housewives of Atlanta, and I want you to go back out here and get in your acting career and get off this reality TV, because you was looking like a fool before you got on here, and you're looking even more like a fool now. So let's get off this show, get our life together, and go back to where we were originally: music and acting. I think that's your best fit. So, if nothing else, the last topic that I wanted to bring up was meeting my friends.
Aw.
So, everybody, as you all know, I already introduced earlier my lovely Curves and my Naughty. I'm gonna get this right one day. And my auntie Robin. These are my YouTube family, and Diva, our beautiful Diva. This is our YouTube family, and Fifi is also a part of our YouTube family. And there's so many other YouTube family members that I have, but I, like, y'all do not know, y'all, and I'm not gonna cry. Y'all saved me this year.
Oh.
I lost some really special relationships to me this year, and over the last, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. They just kind of got stuck. But over the last 2 years, I've really lost a lot of important relationships, or what I thought were important relationships to me. And Diva, girl, You already know how I feel. Curves, I just love you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for
You're
your
welcome. I love you.
Thank you for being so kind to me. Thank you for welcoming me onto this platform and not being judgmental or anything. Nadi, you have been so sweet. Literally, honestly, Nadi, I feel like this is our first interaction personally. You know, we interact
Mhm.
too, but there's so many other people on there that I really don't get to like converse with you. So this was just so special to me. I'm so glad you joined me today.
I got you.
Me on Diva's channel when you talked about that situation that happened.
Hmm.
You talk about gratefulness. Like from that day forward, I was like, oh, I rocks with my girl Nadi. And then
Hmm.
my Auntie Robin, girl, you be coming through and reading and giving the facts and giving love and laughter and happiness. Y'all just be
Right here, stop it.
I'm
You
sorry,
know, you making me
Right here.
cry.
this is me.
Right
We're supposed to be preserving our energy,
here.
Roy.
Dude,
My corner tissue. You know I normally
you're wrong.
Wait, where's our Candace tissue?
Damn it.
y'all.
Where's your Candace tissue?
I don't have it with me because I was not expecting this.
I
I
got you.
was just got to be ready. I know.
I keep mine already because of right here.
Auntie Robin, you just I love you so much. I appreciate you for your information, for your the preservation of history that you give continuously. It just blows my mind and it helps me be able to really realize how far we have come in our history and how far we still have to go. So thank you so
Amen.
much to each of
I
you
love
that
you.
joined me on today, my friends, my family, my new watchers here on YouTube. I love you, love you, love you. And I thank you guys so much. Curves, Nadi, Robin, Auntie Diva. I can't say thank y'all enough. Y'all do not know how much this connection.
I love y'all.
Isn't this
Ooh.
beautiful?
I'm so glad to take y'all into my 2023. I'm super excited.
We
This
are
is,
too.
y'all, we are claiming it. This is the year for us. Every dream, every prayer, every thought, every thing in your heart that you desire, it is going to come to pass in 2023. So prepare yourselves. In the chat, I'm talking to you as well. 2023 is for you. I want you to claim it, name it, whatever it is, write it down. This is my journal. This is my vlogging journal. I write down everything that I have coming up, all of my plans, all of my ideas. I'm writing it down. I also have a prayer journal over next to my bed. I write out all of my prayers, everything that I want God to do in my life. I write them down, write the vision, make it plain, and I see it
Yes.
manifest and come to pass. And
Mm.
for those of you who don't believe in God, whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in, write it to them, make it plain, and watch it come to pass. I
Yes.
want to say
Yes.
thank you to Auntie Robin, Auntie Curves, and Nadi for joining me today on my first live. Auntie Diva, I know you was in the chat, so thank you for coming through and supporting. Thank you, Fifi, for coming through. Thank you, Kaylin, for coming through. My Kiki, thank you. Nathan, thank you. Deborah, thank you. Everyone, if I missed your name, I do apologize. It's not intentional, but we got a lot of comments on here, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have been so amazing today. I'm super excited about what I got coming in the new year. I do have a live show coming up in 2023.
Okay.
I'm super excited, and it is Royer and Diva presents 2023 New Year's social laughter, love, and inspiration. So we're gonna come laugh together. We're gonna talk about laughter and the joy. We're gonna talk about love, showing love, giving love, different love languages, what way we can love in the new year. Hey, Scent City, yes. Thank you for coming in the building. But we're going to talk about laughter, love, how we can love better and love more maturely in the new year. And then we're going to inspire ourselves and others right here in Royer's World. And I believe I got a special guest to come and speak to us on inspiration. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm super excited. It will be either the first Friday in January or the first Saturday. So once I confirm with a few other things, I will release that date this coming Sunday, and I'll be promoting it. That way everybody can see it. But thank you to each of you for joining me today. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, follow Curves channel, please. Curves, I'm sorry.
It's just like my name is
Curves.
spelled.
Yes,
It's just
right
like
here.
my name is spelled. Yeah.
Follow Curves' channel, and then please follow Nadi's channel as well. Remember, hit the like button on their channel, hit the comment on their channel, hit the notification bell, and if you go hit the notification bell, turn it on to all. That way you can see everything that posts. Again, thank you to each of you. I love you. Please remember to like this video, comment down below, joining in the conversation. I will definitely be down there talking. And if you like what you're seeing and hearing, hit that notification bell. That way you see each and every time I upload a video, and hit all. I love each of you. Thank you so much. Kurt, everybody stay backstage for me. I want to holler at y'all real quick. But I love you guys. Have a great day. And thank you for joining me on my first live.
And